Got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Browns' 41-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we have to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Rams' 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Regular. Here we go. Watch twist.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it second and 14. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Samson Abukum in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
You can't stop me. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert.
A 31-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Up, left. It's out of time. Go. 54. Mike, 54. Here we go. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Trying to get it to Woods.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, alert, 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 my time.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Set, 180. 54. I'm not ready.
Mayfield now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what...
A lot of time to change things.
Watch this, watch this.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
58, right over there, Smooth. 58, right there. Watch the back, watch the back. And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Too little, tap.
Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it, escaping the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 41 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long. It's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Gone. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our alert, 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 alert.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he's taken down inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a